welcome to the Hard Time Gaming YouTube channel. I am, who you guess, Hard Time. Hard Time 65 on PS4 to be exact. But, I come to you all today with an epiphany. Actually, no, I'm not sure that's the exactly right word, but for our test subject for today, we have the Voodoo, or, as any actual car nut knows, including myself, the Viper GTS from Mopar. Can't say Dodge anymore because that's pretty much split into so many damn pieces it's not even funny. Besides the point story for another day. I've been experimenting with something. Actually, it might be easier to do this. I got 100 adhesion tire on the front on a 125 kPa. Not sure how much that is in freedom units, pressure wise. And if you look in the rear, a 110 adhesion at 150 kPa. Now the reason for that, you may ask, you want to know? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's quite interesting, because this game is notorious for a few things. One, difficulty drifting without controller assist. As you can see, mine's turned off. Usually it'd be on, because I normally use this, well, no. Because my tunes usually consist of like 110 adhesion tire all the way on all four corners. But as you can see, for steering adjustments, for controllers or whatever you're using, there's only steering dead zone and steering linearity. As you notice, there is no steering sensitivity, which is annoying. But I'll show you that I'm not bullshitting on tire. I am running a 125 1 adhesion front and 150 tire pressure, 110 adhesion on the rear. Now normally I don't do this. Okay, I gotta stop that for a moment because that's rough on my ears. Anyways, for that reason, drifting without controller assist on a controller in any way, shape, or form, with the same tire on all four corners, with varying pressures, just does not work. Ugh, that's so loud. I don't know why. Ooh. Anyways, you probably won't be able to hear that, but if you do, well, that's oh well. But as you can see, without controller assist, you end up pretty much go. I hate when I do that. Hopefully I didn't interrupt nothing, but without controller assist, you end up doing that. Now, I'm gonna turn it back on to show you how slow that moves, as if the steering sensitivity, yeah, can't talk today. Steering sensitivity were to be turned down. See that? Oh, fucking stay still. That's what it should look like, but guess what? CarX did a stupid. No offense to them, but they really need to throw in steering sensitivity adjustment for, control assist turned off at least. This is actually fine for what it is, but if you notice, sometimes if you move around and do this, then do this, it tends to have a mind of its own. I'm not even touching the stick. Then I just stalled it. Ah. Now, I'm going to turn controller assist back off real quick and show you what I've managed to come up with. It's still not the prettiest thing. You won't be going as fast as you were to be on controller assist turned on, which you can haul some serious mail with control assist turned on because you're not working as hard. And plus, a car can pick up a lot more speed. Car, truck, whatever you're using. And yes, including vans, because there's only one van in this game, and it's called the Betsy. But that's for another time. Well, I'm here to show you. That's what I managed to do. Gotta love the sound of the Viper in the morning. Well, actually, it's not the morning. It's actually pretty late in the afternoon into the early evening hours. At the time of this recording, July 29th, I believe, on a Friday, 2022. So, this is what I managed to come up with. That's actually pretty damn smooth, and I'm actually surprised I managed to do this. And I've tried this with the tires swapped around, grippy ones in the front, looser ones in the rear. It is actually not that very pleasant to work with. It's actually a little sloppier because the car's trying to push through a grippier front tire while the rear ones are loose as a goose. Or loose as a goosiest. See what I did there? That's besides the point. No diss to the guy, he's a good guy. He's a cool dude. I like him. But anyways, besides the point. Ooh. Big angle there. Oh god. Now this is gonna, now forget me, I'm not talking as much. It does take some concentration to get this done. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this Mount Kami Road here with as minimal screw-ups as possible. Which means spinning out, or doing that! Or just completely just butchering it off a cliff, which it's possible, it's just very difficult to do, but knowing me and my luck, I probably would end up sending this sucker into the Kami River. And yes, there is a river nearby, because you could hear a waterfall running nearby in one of these sectors. As you can tell, I'm not moving as fast as I would be on controller, with the controller system, but that's a sacrifice if you're... it's one of those sacrifices if you're willing to make it to play without controller assist on, which, in this setup manner, it's pretty damn doable. And like I said, you have to run completely different compound tires or really screw your tire pressures like to the max. In totally opposite directions. Ah, screwed up there too, damn it. Like I said, it's doable, it just takes practice. Again too. Damn it. I mean, I could do this on the old drive builds like the Hoodacorn and Hooda Truck or Blackjack X22 or the X150, which those are all-wheel drive, so that's pretty much a soft serve right there. God damn, that crowd is loud for me. I'm not sure about y'all watching, but holy sheesh. Maybe I should have chosen a different track for this. Holy crap. That crowd is so loud. I do not understand. You think the surrounding sounds would be at least turned the frick down, but holy sheesh. Okay, that's a little better. A little better, but I'm still far away enough from the crowd. But, as you can tell, that was actually a bit smoother than when I originally started messing with this. It was surprisingly smooth, and oddly enough, was in Red Rock at the time of doing this. And, well, this might be truly the only way to do this. Depends how much horsepower and grip your current car has, or whatever you use. It does not matter. It's whether the Voodoo, Rattlesnake, fucking Sparks ER, or hell. Maybe even your starter car is like the Hachiroku. It damn well may be possible to do it. Now I'm gonna leave this because I don't want to go into dyno stand on the track because it takes me to literally right next to the grandstands. Oh man, that shit is loud. But this is normally a setup I use minus, tire adhesion issue that I normally use while I'm on controller assist, but I am going to try to start using this a bit more often. I might start experimenting with it on every car. If you see me out there doing that, well, just so you know, give me some space. Because results may vary. Yeah, normally I'll be running 1/10 front to rear with this kind of tire pressure due to the fact this car's naturally aspirated and it does struggle a little bit. Any naturally aspirated car will struggle a little bit. That's just a given. Forced injection will give you more bottom end power right away, but that depends how much, well, max torque RPM you got set at, and where red limiter is. And that's pretty much, I'm just going to give you a little short on how to make sure that works. If you make your mid-range too long or too short, like this is like perfect mid-range for this sucker, it'll give you plenty of power to play with in the mid-range band till you hit limiter, and that's pretty much where it stops. Now anything below at least that number, it's going to struggle till it hits that point. Now, I'm not going to diss on a dude Task gets for putting everything to the max, but 9 times out of 10 it's not always the way to go, because you're shortening your mid-range, and if you got too much, you got too short of a mid-range, you gotta wait a long time before that maximum torque kicks in fully. I mean, it's personal preference to whoever does it, but in some cases there are some competitions that do that, but it's kind of the wrong way of doing it. You want that torque as quickly as possible, but not too quickly to where your mid-range is too long and it'll just be laggy all the way through. That's a little short of that's my opinion on that. Let me put that back where I had it. And of course, with this car being naturally aspirated, you definitely have to readjust your final drive ratio to have more acceleration response, which is not a bad, which is a good problem to have, because it definitely gives you a train of thought to readjust some things. Now, this is a particular gear set I use through all of my cars, gears 1 through 5 or 6. If there's a 7 to 8 speed, I just kill 7th and the 8th gear outright. Just use a 6 speed, because who in the hell in a racing league would use an 8 speed? Unless that shit was factory. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a sequential 6 speed. But pretty much on the go there. That's how I managed to make at least this car drift without controller assist. 100 adhesions on the front and 110s on the rear. Now, you're probably going to have to experiment with tire pressures and car power, because obviously you're not going to be going as fast like you would be on any kind of assist active. Like I said, I am going to be experimenting with this sometimes in private and maybe in public sessions. If you do see me out there, just give my brother some space. But yeah, actually, while I'm on that mind track of it, I am going to try something. Just my little beautiful bastard. Now, this car's on 110s also. Now, just for shits and giggles, I want to try it like this. I'm going to go to Red Rock for this deal. See how this mess goes. Excuse me. Hopefully I don't make this video too damn long. But then again, it'll probably be really late before I upload this video, because I still got to wait for my, well, internet to reset. As this current recording, my hotspot's used up for the month, but if you got Cricket, they don't overcharge it. They don't charge you for overuse. They just significantly slow down the data flow traffic. I love this little thing. I just wish they had a better engine sound for it, really. It sounds real good till it starts getting into the $7,000 range, but other than that, that's a good little car. I like the sound of it. Maybe, hopefully, they take the engine sound, or, well, copy the engine sound from the Miura, which is the MR2, to both the Hachi Roku and Hachi Go, because it actually sounds a bit more appealing than what they got going on here. That's besides the point. Okay, it doesn't matter what tire pressures you're running, really, as long as you got a 100 adhesion on the front and 110s on the rear, or a 110 on the front or 120 on the rear. This is doable, because you're gonna have to want to grip your tire in the back and the less grip your tire on the front. So I am striking some gold here, surprisingly. You just gonna have to be smooth with your controls. You just can't be snapping that bitch all over the place, or it's just gonna kick you in the face in the long run. This is actually quite appealing to run. I actually starting to like this. But it does take concentration to do so, especially if you got at least a decent controller that's smooth on the stick and not, just choppy in spots. A worn-out controller, depends how bad it is, you probably can do this. Because I am doing it right now. It's just the only downside is you're not going to be going as fast and making as big of scores if you're, still trying to make money in this game, which drifting in public and online sessions will get your score, which you can cash out and get banks and get some cash like that. But you're not going to be making big scores going slow, and that's just the only trade-off of doing controller assist turned off. And this makes it very doable on how I figured this out. Now, if you're going to be running like 110s in front and 120s in the rear, I can't promise you it'd be, be like top-notch deal, but you're going to be running a way grippier tire in the back regardless. Just to even do this without controller assist turned on, and it's, as you can honestly, even with a different car with equal tire pressures front to rear, it's very doable, and I am liking it. I think people can definitely get behind this. Now, I might share this on Ty Skid's Discord or Smoky Wolves, I'm not sure, but depends how well, I am subscribed to both of them dudes, and like, Smoky Wolf's a cool cat, Ty's a cool cat, definitely for sure. But this is the discovery if no one else is doing this, because so far I have not seen this on YouTube. If they have, it's like older stuff that's probably no longer doable, like say like a year or two ago. I ain't got like no social medias and shit like that to really tell you when this shit may go up, because one, I really don't care for Facebook or Twitter or none of that crap like that. For one, I don't like to be bothered as much. I'm not a very social person, but when you do get me to socialize this year, it's probably a good day. It's probably a good day on Earth when the seas part and the hell freezes over. But that's besides the point. But I hope this gets around, because this might make headlines for sure. Until CarX puts in a steering sensitivity setting in this damn game, we're gonna have this this outrageous mess. Excuse me. But hopefully you found this informative and if not entertaining. Now hopefully I'll see y'all in the next one. Look at this saucy thing. I love this. Ciao, y'all.